money from your savings or checking account. But there's one problem. Someone else might be using your credit card right now, withdrawing money from your bank account. And when you find out about it, it might be too late. And there's another problem. The person using your card is almost never caught. In fact, our hidden camera shows how easy it is for others to use your card. So how do you protect yourself from debit card dangers? We'll show you tonight at 11 on Toledo 11, the news channel.
They take your ATM card, the type with a credit card logo, and use it to clean out your bank account. Crooks can run up big bills anywhere credit cards are accepted. As Michelle Rubenstein and a hidden camera show us, they often get away with it because many businesses don't stop them.
And I signed the charge today, Daffy Duck, in aisle 5, and nobody checked the signature or anything.
Okay, the credit card companies tell us we don't have to check signatures, we don't have to check IDs.
That means a thief on a shopping spree can clean out your bank account using a stolen debit card, the kind with a credit card logo on it. That happened to Joe and Pam Rowan from West Toledo. They discovered their money was gone when Joe tried taking cash out of an ATM machine.
It said amount exceeds balance. Okay? I thought, wait a minute, I have $1,300 in my checking account.
So Joe called Pam and asked her to check the problem with the bank.
She called me back a half hour later crying, saying they took it all. They stole it all.
All I can say is I was hysterical. I was crying so hard that the woman told me to get off the phone and go to my bank.
Bank records trail the stolen money.
Well, at Myers, they took $244. Then they went to another Myers across town to Oregon, and they spent $239.
Meijer is one of the stores we found which does not verify a buyer's identity. We had a male producer go shopping with a hidden camera and a woman's debit card. He buys CDs, a rack to hold them, a dartboard, and a basketball. He'll buy that and more with a debit card that does not belong to him. He's using the type of card which can be used just like a credit card, and he'll sign the purchase slip with a cartoon character's name.
I just signed my credit card slip Daffy Duck to see if anybody would notice.
Is that your real name?
No, it's not my real name. Is that good? Will that work for you? Okay.
And it was fine to one of the store managers.
No idea.
We would love to check ID on every single credit card because I know we get a lot of bad ones.
Okay.
I know we get a lot of stolen ones, but the credit card companies tell us we don't have to.
So a thief can clean out your bank account with ease. Making shopping easier was one reason banks started issuing these cards. You can use them at stores, restaurants, and gas stations.
These credit card debit cards are pretty convenient. You can fill up your gas tank without having any cash on you. The problem is if someone steals this, they're not stealing your credit, they're stealing your cash.
So consumers beware. Shopping can be fun, but not if it's a thief doing the shopping using your card. Michelle Rubenstein, Toledo 11, the news channel.
Myers' corporate office is looking into the situation to eliminate this type of error in the future. It also has its own debit card called a Meijer One card. If you lose it and call to report the loss, the store can prevent a theft by red flagging the computer system. Tomorrow night, Michelle will take us shopping with the hidden camera to other businesses. She'll have more advice on avoiding getting her ripped off.
Usually stop a thief from charging up your accounts, but not if it's a debit card. Next, with the help of a hidden camera, we'll show you how some businesses don't catch the thieves. In plastic spending ATM cards with credit card logos on them.
They're like credit cards, except the money comes directly out of your bank account the moment you use it. Thieves are using other people's cards to clean out their victims' bank accounts. Michelle Rubenstein took along a hidden camera during a recent shopping expedition to demonstrate how the thieves work.
Time to fill up the tank, so we stop at a BP station. Then inside, we put the clerk to the test and sign the purchase slip, Bill Clinton, as in the president.
There you go. Give me.
Great, thank you.
She doesn't catch the false signature or the fact that our male producer, Patrick, is using a woman's card. Next, Patrick stops into J. Alexander's for a bite to eat.
And our pasta, we have rattlesnake pasta.
He orders a sandwich instead, then enjoys the atmosphere until the food arrives. A short time later, Patrick pays for the meal with a debit card and signs a slip Oprah Winfrey. The waiter never questions this. Patrick then goes into Best Buy to search for a TV set. He finds one for almost $200. Again, Patrick uses a woman's card, signs the slip with a fictitious name, and is never questioned. If Patrick was a thief, he would have easily cleaned out his victim's bank account. The card he's using on this shopping trip is an ATM debit card, which doubles as a credit card. It's an ATM card with less protection. When you use a regular ATM card, you need to punch in your PIN number. You're given a PIN number with one of these cards also, but you don't usually use it. And we found that rarely do cashiers ever check to make sure that the card you're using is actually yours.
I just was curious if you guys normally check signatures, or...
I don't know if they do.
Are you guys trained to check, or...?
No, not really.
No. I was just curious because I was just wondering how you guys would know if this is even my credit card or if I stole it.
We really wouldn't, to be honest with you.
Do you guys compare signatures?
I usually don't check myself. What happens is at the end of the day, they add all the credit cards up in the back of the restaurant, and they usually check then.
By then, there's no way to match the signature to the card user. Of the 5 businesses we checked, only one, Hudson's, stopped Patrick from making any charges. The salesperson caught the obvious. Patrick was using a woman's card.
I can't do that then.
But we found this to be the exception rather than the norm. Michelle Rubenstein, Toledo 11, the News Channel.
Tomorrow, Michelle will tell us more about these cards and how banks benefit from them.
It'd be an awfully bad feeling to go to the ATM to get a couple dollars out and
zero for your account
no balance. That would be very discouraging. It's a convenience for consumers. Banks profit from them, and thieves seem to be able to use them with ease.
ATM debit cards, the kind with the credit card logos, are starting to replace the older models that can be used only with a PIN code. Cards were created in part to make shopping more convenient. Businesses pay a fee to banks so they can have the service available to their customers. But as Michelle Rubenstein found while on a shopping trip with a hidden camera, many clerks don't check signatures, making cardholders vulnerable to thieves.
Pam and Joe Rowan learned that the hard way. A thief stole their debit card, the kind with the credit card logo, and cleaned out their bank account.
I had to close my account. I had checks coming in. I had to cover those. I had to get a loan for that.
They lost $1,300. The couple never realized it would be so easy for a thief to use this new type of debit card.
I never carried credit with me because I was afraid someone would steal my credit. Well, they steal your credit, and that doesn't put you out, you know. But when they steal your cash, that's different.
The couple wants nothing to do with these new ATM cards. They'd rather stick to the old kind, which require PIN codes.
It's basically the same as having blank checks, except you don't have to use ID with that.
That's the problem our hidden camera caught on tape. So consumers, beware. Michelle Rubenstein, Toledo 11, the News Channel.
The Rowans immediately reported their card missing, and the bank conducted an investigation. The couple says they won't be held responsible for $1,300 in bad charges. But the Rowans and every other consumer will pay for these types of crimes with higher store prices and bank fees.